And we're back. You're watching Sports Federation TV. I'm Ninyukta Chetty. Now, Blackball Pool is joining us once again to give us some news on what's happening, on what's coming up, and the development in their sports. Joining me is an administrator and player from the sport of Blackball Pool, Mr. Michael Alexander. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Now, Blackball is one of the cue sports or billiard sports that's played in the Western Cape and the country. What are some of the other sports?
From the other sports, you do have what we call American 8-ball, we have 9-ball, we have 10-ball. Those are the predominantly ones, and then obviously you have snooker as well also, and carom as well also. Those are the predominant cue sports in South Africa.
And in terms of popularity in the Western Cape, how does Blackball compare to those other also well-known disciplines?
Well, Blackball has, from its birthplace in 2005, Blackball has grown remarkably well. I mean, the competitive levels at all leagues is just phenomenal. It's like the most attacking form of cue sports on the table. So, I mean, it's just been an awesome journey just to watch through its birth, being one of the founding members, and just seeing to where we are now.
So over 10 years?
Over 10 years, I mean, it's been great. I mean, a couple of years ago, we did host also the national championships in Cape Town, which was a big bonus for us also. And after that, we've just exploded in terms of numbers.
Lovely. So what's... We've had guests on the show before from Blackball Pool, and the focus has been on Cape Metro. But I hear there's some exciting things happening in the Cape Winelands. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Cape Winelands is actually one of my joys, to put it that way, because they started very, very small with like one league or small league. They're now about 4 leagues, so there's been tremendous growth on that side. There's been a lot of development work that has been done by all the league managers and administrators in the Cape Winelands. So, and you'll start seeing there's been a number of them that have made all the provincial teams as well also. So we had some good representation as well as some champions that have also come out of there as well also.
And they have the facilities for the sport in Cape Winelands?
Yes, they have the facilities, and it was actually one of the best markets that they actually did, because they actually had a facility that was then the development was for in the Breda Valley area, where that was then subsidized by the local government as well.
Lovely. Well, we've got some photos from the Cape Winelands. Let's take a look. So those are the women of Cape Winelands Pool.
Yes, I'm very proud of our ladies from Cape Winelands. I mean, if you look at the ladies, we only had like 1 or 2 ladies. Now we're getting a lot of generations from all the ladies. The ladies' pool has just grown abundantly. I mean, a good couple of years ago, we only had 5 ladies in the entire Western Cape. Now we have over 40. So we are growing. Officially registered.
Okay, so the Cape Winelands again, why do you think that area has been singled out for development?
Well, look, there is a lot of the rural areas, because we deal with a lot of farm workers as well also. So we do have a lot of development going on regarding the farm workers as well. And you know, DCAS loves in terms of where we are at and trying to generate sport through the farm working community as well also.
There's a lot of sports out there that are seemingly male dominated, and you alluded to earlier that you've grown from very few female players to being well represented in terms of the ladies relative to before. What would you attribute that to?
Well, we've worked quite hard over the last year as well also. If I take it into the northern subs as well also, one of the initiatives was subsidizing all the ladies' registration fees as well also, and that has also boosted as well also. So basically what we've tried to do is just pull all the ladies together, and with good sponsorships in there, we can see our ladies grow to even much more greater heights.
So we're seeing this growth in the Western Cape. Is it happening in other provinces as well?
Yes, awesome. If I look at Soweto League, I mean, it's just phenomenal what they've achieved there. I mean, they are so well enhanced in there. I mean, they do have a lot of funding as well also, and that's something that all our regions need to start tapping into. I mean, Soweto has grown tremendously from a small league in Gauteng. it has accomplished many things, and most of our top players, our top prominently black players like the WC Marakis, the Francis, they've all come out of the Soweto League.
Lovely. I mean, it's testament again also to how important it is to have efficient administrators that drive those gender issues and transformation issues. Hey.
Yes, and especially WC Maraki in Soweto. I do recall when we came to our first World Championships, WC comes along with a lotto application form, starting the process in 2006 already. So as you can see, those are committed players.
Would you say the sport, the billiard sport in general, is it more conducive for men?
Not men alone, I'd say women. We've seen a big explosion in the women. We have from all different categories, but like I say, our main focus this year is just focusing on all the women and growing women's identity in the sport, so that they can be equal to what the men's identity is at the moment, and we are making great inroads into there.
How do the women fare against their more experienced male sporting peers?
Well, if I take at the recent national championships, Nicola Rousseau, the South African champion, had to play in a car competition to win a Citroen, which was valued at 330,000 Rand, against one of the top male players. And she did very well. At one stage, she could even have won the match. But like I was saying, they're competitive. She's also won a couple of tournaments. We have in the Western Cape, Tasneem Solomons, that has also won tournaments in the male-dominated part of the equations. And so our ladies are performing well. In actual fact, we do have a ladies team in the Northern League. I mean, they've had like 3 wins under their belts. And if you say men are competitive, I can tell you ladies are even more competitive.
So, what has Western Cape Blackball Pool done to increase social awareness?
Well, in terms of social awareness, we do have a lot of good people that's going out into the communities as well also. We are very vibrant on all the social media networks as well. We also do have projects that we do, like for example, last year we did the cancer awareness. We also this year do the fundraising for Ubuntu Warehouse. We look after abandoned babies as well also. The only thing we did have a bit of a tragedy now, as one of our key administrators passed away on Friday as well. So everybody's in shock at that. He was an awesome administrator, William Rank. I mean, he grew abundant. He's such a leader amongst his team, and I mean, he's got like three teams that is brought to the league, plus many other players. He's inspired such a lot of people in the local communities as well. I mean, this guy was just an awesome leader, and it's just a sadness that we had to lose him at this point in time. And we've had so many chats about the development of the game and where we can take this game to new heights. We need to look at the digital exposure of the game as well, and this is the projects that myself and William have been trying to advocate, and hopefully we'll still be able to pull off what his ideology was of trying to get the game to.
Our deepest condolences on your loss. I mean, in most sports, if not all sports, the people you play with, the people you compete with, become your family.
Yes, and that's how Blackball is. I mean, especially if I look at in Cape Winelands, it's very family orientated. Northern suburbs, family orientated. Everybody knows each other. You go to national championships, it's like you haven't seen your long lost brother for a long time or sister for a long time.
Okay. How is camaraderie and fair play, how important are those aspects in preserving the spirit of the sport?
That is basically the essence of Blackball. This is what drives the leagues. It's the spirit of the league. It's those people cheering during league matches. The competitiveness that's there. Those are the things that is the cornerstone of all of our Blackball leagues. and pool is ultra competitive.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Michael Alexander. It's always a pleasure to have Blackball here. You guys are doing amazing things in the sport and with your development and transformation efforts. We hope you'll return to give us more good news.
Yeah, we will be back.
Okay.
Thanks.
And that's all for today, folks. Thank you for once again tuning in to Sports Federation TV every Friday night at 9 p.m., repeated Saturdays at 8 a.m. Remember to SMS Bashes to 33090 for your chance to win that case of assorted Bashes drinks. Now, this show brings you all the news about all the sports in all of the Western Cape, and we hope you find a sport that's just perfect for you. Whatever sport you're playing in the next week, lekker speel.